Okay, go ahead.
Well, good morning, everyone. Kind of a snowy, cold, wet Saturday here in Champaign, Urbana, Illinois. This is Jan Seeley, and I am going to come to you today with a very quick tutorial about how to post results on the Criss-Cross leaderboard. I know that early on in the challenge, there were some challenges with the leaderboard working not to full capacity, but it's been up working perfectly for a number of weeks now, and I thought it would be fun. I know some of you are using it, but maybe you're not taking advantage of all of the bells and whistles. I know some of you are probably sitting on your hands just feeling a little bit nervous about how to do it. So hopefully this tutorial will show you everything that you need. I've done a number of these with individual participants, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to work with our friends over at Human Kinetics, who's driving the technology on behind here today, and just record this little video, and then we will get it up on our YouTube page. So let me share my screen here. Hold on a second. I'm going to go away, but you'll still hear me. So I'm starting on this page only because I know that this is one way in to logging into my race roster account. I will say that there are a number of ways. When you received your confirmation email from us, from me, after you registered, there's a section in there about how to post results, and there's a link right to the leaderboard that you need for whatever event, which of the routes you signed up for. But an easy way, if you don't want to dig around and find that, is to come to the IllinoisMarathon.com website, and under the races tab, the very first race is our Criss-Cross challenge, and this brings you to the page that we built for the Criss-Cross. It has all the information, and if you scroll down to the bottom, there is a section on how to post results. There'll be a link to this video here pretty soon as well. And the first thing to just know is that we have 4 different leaderboards. There's a solo west to east leaderboard, a solo north to south, a team west to east leaderboard, and a team north to south. So if you're a solo participant, or a team that's going just one way, you're going to just post results on one of those leaderboards. If you are somebody like myself, I'm doing the double crossing. I have already finished the west to east route. I had all my miles there, and now I'm working on the north to south, and I've got 2 activities that I'm going to post today as part of my example. Then this is, you can click on these and it'll take you to the starting point, or you can see in number 1, log into your race roster dashboard. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the solo north to south leaderboard. I'm just going to click that. Now you have to get into your race roster account one way or the other. So you should know your email. And if you don't know your password, you can send yourself a reminder. So I'm going to click on post an activity, and you see that it drops me onto a page. It's kind of like the gate. I can't get onto the leaderboard until I get past this page. And I have a choice here. I can either sign into my race roster account by clicking this green rectangular shape here, or I can enter my confirmation number and my last name. Now, the confirmation number also is in your confirmation email. I go into race roster all the time, so I'm going to sign into my account here, and it brings me to this Let's Get Started page. This would look exactly the same for you. So let me just go ahead and get myself in. My password, of course, is protected with the little dots so nobody can see it. All right, I am going to sign in. So now I am, voila, look at that. I am on the Jan Seeley page for posting results to the north-south leaderboard. Let me just walk you through the components here. You can see my name is here. The name of the leaderboard is here. Now, the calendar function is always set to the day that you are posting, and that's today, but I can roll it back. If you're somebody who's just recently registered, or you just, again, been sitting on your hands and you have lots of results to put in, you just use the tool here to go back and forth. You can't obviously post, I couldn't post anything for tomorrow because it isn't then, but I can post any result on any day starting November 5th when we started. So I'm going to go back to yesterday because I did 2 walks yesterday, and I did not put my second walk in. Don't worry about the time of day. That is literally what time it is, 10:37 a.m. I never change that. But I do have to put in the distance. And when I did this second little walk yesterday, I did 2.71. Now you'll notice that it is defaulted to kilometers. And I'm just going to slip and put that to meters. And the reason that all those units are there is because this tool wasn't just built for us. Other people in other countries who are metric based, they might be using kilometers. Then I am going to put in the duration of my walk, and you do have to fill in all 3 of the squares. I walked for 47 minutes and 15 seconds, so it was 0 hours and 47 minutes and 15 seconds. You do not ever have to upload anything. This used to say optional, and it doesn't, but you don't ever have to upload anything. It's all just manual. And then I'm going to click this box right there that says I've read the privacy policy. And every time you post a result or an activity, you do have to click this box, and it's because it's how safe RaceRoster is keeping your stuff. I'm going to hit the submit activity button. And I will say right now, I want you to make sure that you exercise some patience. Sometimes, like right now, it just posted it right away, which was great. But sometimes it takes a few seconds. I've had numerous participants who've had multiple submissions of the same time, same day, same distance, because they just couldn't give the system just a second to kind of gobble up that result and then post it. So now you can see that I am on my personal results page, and you can see I'm making good progress. I'm on the north to south route. My total goal is 435 miles. I have now gone 67.95 miles, and it has the remaining miles distance, how many hours. Over here where you see my initials in the circle, it shows that I am 16% completed. And then when we come down here, I'm gonna just move my tool. There we go. I'm gonna open up so you can see the tools here on the map. I'm going to use my plus sign to scroll. It actually zooms in. It's like a zoomer. And every time I hit the plus sign, it zooms in, and you can see all of those dots represent all the different workouts that I've done. In fact, yeah, so that's pretty cool. And I can zoom all the way in. Let me just see. I'm down. Looks like I'm down in Mendota. Get a little bit closer. And this is one of my favorite tools. This orange road guide. Remember, this is all Google enabled. If I grab the orange guide with my mouse and drag right on top of the last run I did, look at that. Now I am actually literally on the road, and I can see, yes, in fact, I am in Mendota. Which is so cool. That's the road view. You can see below the picture all of my runs and walks, and I do both of those activities for my Criss-Cross and all the days that I have run and walked. Now, let's say I made a mistake. Maybe I forgot to flip it from kilometers to miles. These tools down here are very easy. I'll just delete that entry. It's going to say, do you want to delete it? And I'm going to say yes. And voila, it's gone. So let's go back and do it again. This is good practice. As you can see underneath my 16% completed, there's a link to the leaderboard. So I'm going to go ahead and click that. That brings me back here. Now, from this perspective, if I want to find myself easily, I go to the search tool and I just type in, because I come here all the time, it knows me, but you could type your name in there and look at this new feature. My initials show up on the map. This is me. I can see exactly where I am. And again, same place I was with the dots on the previous screen, but how cool that I can see my initials. What happens is that it brings me up uniquely here because I put my name in the search tool. I'm going to click on my name and look, it's going to bring me right back to my personal dashboard. So let me go ahead and post that activity that I did before, but then I deleted it. So I'm going to make the calendar yesterday. I went 2.71 miles. I'm going to change it to miles. It was 0 hours, and I said it was 47 minutes and 15 seconds. Yes, 15 seconds. I'm going to come down here. I'm going to click I have read, submit the activity. Voila. And again, it's very happy today. It's posting it right away. And then I did just recently get off of my treadmill, and I did 4 miles on my treadmill. So I am going to post another activity. And now it is the 16th, so I'm not going to change that. I did 4.02 miles. Let me click that to miles. And I ran for 0 hours and 44 minutes and 59 seconds. And I am going to again say that I have read. I'm going to submit the activity, and it is thinking about it. And look, Now I am at 70, almost 72 miles. Let me go back to the leaderboard. I want to show you another couple things. Let me look at my notes here. Yeah, I would suggest that all of us, I did as well, all of us should go back through our results, our activities, which again, you can see under, when you're on your personal page, they all queue up underneath where you are. Make sure that you haven't had any double submissions. I have friends from local here that were so excited. They wrote me and said, we're done with both routes. And just on a lark, I went and looked, and it turned out that they had a couple days in a row where they had, gosh, one run posted like 5 or 6 times, so they weren't done, but they are now. But anyway, I want to show you this. So you can see here in this real 30-foot view, it says 68, 123, and 39. That represents the number of participants, number of runners and walkers who are in that area of the course. And if we just keep using that plus tool and we zoom down, watch what will happen. These numbers will start turning into initials. Let's see here. Come on. Where are you? See, those dots are now initials, CD and RW. So anyways, that's just kind of a cool little feature. And you know, the leaderboard is public facing, so you can come and you can see how anybody is doing. If you care to. I know people are competitive. You know, I'm way, you know, down the bottom, whatever, 180 something, because I've just only recently started on my north-south journey. But, and again, this is a slow way to find myself. I could definitely use that search tool, but and you can as well, you know. Let me just search on a friend here. Let me search on my friend Carol Roberts. Let me see how she's doing. Carol Roberts, there she is. So she is, where is she? She's 70. Actually, we're kind of close to each other. I think I was just around 70 miles as well. So, so anyways, it's meant to be a fun tool. We do know you guys are having a lot of fun, and we just, you know, if you're not posting activity, of course, there's no requirement. You don't have to, but it is awfully fun once you feel comfortable using the tools. And as I said, there's 4 leaderboards. So of course, we're just working on mine, but when you get to that post activity page, there is a down arrow that has a link to all 4 of the leaderboards. So you just pick the one that you want to post on or that you want to look at. It is all open. Now remember, with the captains on teams, all the results for teams go through the captains. Let's just go to one of the team leaderboards. All the results go through the captain. And that's just the way the race roster built this, and you're just going to have to deal with it. But most teams are keeping track on a side spreadsheet so they know who's done what. But same sort of thing. These are all the captains, and what's some just super fun names. That's worth you know, a cup of tea, just sitting here listening. Reading all of these is a lot of fun. And you can see we have a lot of teams that have finished already. 27 teams have finished this west to east route. So anybody can look at the leaderboard, so you can share the link. Again, from the Illinois website, you can get there. Again, if we go back to, let me see if I can end by going back to where we started, or else I'll open up a new window if I can. Might not be able to do that, but the Illinois Marathon under the races tab is where I found the Criss-Cross virtual challenge, and I'll go there one more time here just to recap. I'm back on, yeah, you can see my page. So I'm back on the Illinois Marathon page, and again, you can get to your family can't get to the Criss-Cross results from your login. So this might be a good way. Just tell them to go to the Criss-Cross page and go down to the bottom, and then go ahead and click on the leaderboards. And again, they're not trying to post results. They just want to see this works perfectly fine. Yeah, they would, you know, if they tried to, they're not a participant, so they're not going to try to post an activity. So let me go ahead and undo. I think you're going to see me again. Yep, so that's it. So super easy. We love, people are still registering. There's still plenty of time, and good news that it is January 16th. I'm going to be spending the afternoon starting to stuff swag for the local people. The quarter zips are all done, so we have everything we need for the people who are doing the double, solo, or team. So, and then hopefully this week we'll get the short sleeve and long sleeve shirt. So that's going to do it for now. Let's see, I'm not sure how I end it, but Sue, I know you're there, so I'm going to just have you end the webinar, and then I'll connect with you offline. Thanks, everybody.
Okay, great presentation, Jan. Thanks for doing it for everybody. That's really interesting stuff.
Great, thanks.